Brian?
Hey, Steve. It's Brian Lewis from over at the New York Post. I am just curious. I mean, I apologize in advance for looking too far ahead, but obviously you'll be hosting the Nets in the next game, and I'm just curious your take on KD coming back to the Bay Area, albeit not with the kind of full packed houses that we'd all like to get back to someday.
Yeah, I wish our fans could be in the building for that game so that we could give Kevin a proper welcome and a proper celebration of his 3 years here. And I know we're all looking forward to seeing him. It's just it's too bad that there won't be any fans in the stands. I imagine that next season, when, knock on wood, we have fans back in the stands, we will commemorate his return when that comes. All right, everybody. See you after the game. Thank you.
One quick note on KD, probably Brian, if you're still on here, we plan on doing something both this year and next year. We'll do a little video on Saturday night during the timeout. And a year from now, our players and everybody thought it was important to also do something once we have fans in the building. So a little recognition this Saturday and a little bit more a year from now when there are fans in the building. Cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yep.
Steph, you guys have come. Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
Steph, you guys have come a long way since the season opener and the last time you played the Brooklyn Nets. How much are you looking forward to Saturday, and what do you think that rematch will be like in meeting KD again?
It'll be totally different. They're a different team, obviously with James and just that three-headed monster. So I think KD will be back, from the health and safety protocols and all that. And, I'm sure they're still figuring themselves out in terms of how they're going to coexist and play. And, obviously when you have three guys like that, when they all click, you've seen it. Offensively, they're unbelievable. So it's going to be a huge task for us. It's going to be fun. And, looking forward to it.
This will be Durant's first game back in the Bay Area. How do you remember those 3 years?
2 championships, unfortunate ending with injuries and not getting it done in the 19 finals, but it was, some of the best basketball that I think the world has ever seen. And, the ability to put that much talent and experience together and make it work. There was no guarantee that it was gonna work, and we figured it out, and it was an amazing run, and one that when it's all said and done, we'll remember. The heights that we accomplished and achieved, and that was an amazing 3 years of a moment in time.
Obviously, you guys played Kevin to start the season, but what do you think the emotions will be like having him in here for the first time and having him play against you for the first time in the Bay since he left?
I mean, honestly, it's going to be – I don't know how don't get me wrong when I say how special it'll be, because it's not at Oracle and there are no fans. So it's kind of weird, like just that whole vibe. And, I know we got a tribute video, which he obviously deserves, and hopefully it will be some, a moment that he'll appreciate. But outside of that, it is kind of weird. I mean, to be honest, in terms of all the things that have changed, since 18-19. So, I'm sure you ask him how he'll feel, and he'll probably say it's another game, and that's kind of how it'll end up being once the ball drops on Saturday.
What's the Durant moment you think about most when you think about those years?
Obviously, probably the game 3 shot in 17. Just because that was the best basketball I think we've all experienced on both sides. That Cavs team was amazing. We were amazing, and every game was special. And that shot was one that was obviously iconic in terms of us getting over the hump in Game 3 and ended up winning that championship. But it was an amazing moment for him, cementing himself as a champion.
Whenever the time does come, who do you think gives the speech?
Say what?
Whenever the time does come, whenever you guys celebrate him with everybody here, who do you think gives the speech?
Oh, I have no idea. It's a great question. We got a year to figure it out.
NBA history is often kind of discussed in duos. And I know you and Kevin only played 3 years together, but do you ever think about yourself as a historic duo with him up there with some of the best?
Yeah, we won championships, so that definitely qualifies, and we obviously did it. With the rest of the guys, we elevated each other's game, and where that ranks and all that's not for us to say, but definitely there'll be that connection for a lifetime.
Steph, Mark Haynes from Clutch Points. You mentioned earlier that it's no fans, so the game won't be as special with KD coming back. But if the fans were there, how would you think they would greet him?
Hopefully it would be nothing more than standing ovation and giving him the respect he deserves as a champion and what he gave to us for 3 years. That should be pretty straightforward. There should be no surprises there because he deserves it.